Weekend Homestead shop, a new space on the property. I finally got the garage cleaned out. Mrs. and I worked on it last weekend, and now this weekend, we're up here for 3 days. Got a little workstation set up. Finally, after 2 years, I can get my tools out of storage that we had up here on the property and put them in the garage. We'll do a quick tour, and then I've got an unboxing that I want to do. So later this weekend, I plan to set up my shop, open up everything and get it out of storage. I'll probably do a video on that by itself. We'll do kind of an unpacking, how I set up my stuff out here. What my hope is to use this space as kind of the workshop for everything. So when we want to fix things on the vehicles, install things, open things, mess with things, do whatever, we've got a shop now. This used to be our storage area for all our stuff in the house, but now I'm going to use it as a little shop, and it has a pretty cool setup. About a week ago, I did a video about the Gator. You remember, the one where I tried to get it started. I got a bunch of emails. One of them came from my buddy Chris that basically said, hey Will, I work in a shop and this device here is something we use in our shop, check it out. So we ordered it on Amazon, it got here today. So by the way, this video itself here is courtesy of my buddy Chris Killinger. He's got a channel on YouTube. He also does a lot of stuff on Instagram, like Killinger Knife and Blades. He does leather work, he makes awesome bags.
Get a lot of compliments on this. Plus, it's not a man purse, it's called a satchel.
No, I mean really awesome bags. If you get a chance to check it out, the coolest thing is I showed the video about the Gator having a problem. He sent me an email saying, hey, here's a way to fix it. Here we are, trying this out. Hopefully this works. Look at that, we have a fancy overhead shot. All right, so this just showed up. Normally these guys do this cool knife opening thing, box open, but Mrs. opened it already, so we gotta pretend, okay? I gotta beat it. So you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is a Beatit? A Beatit is basically a jump starting charger that you can charge up and then you can jump start your car remotely. I don't even know how these guys do this. I guess we just open it. Beat it! So I give these guys an A for the package. This is pretty cool. Basically some kind of little hard case with the goods inside. Nice thing is I can throw this in the glove box of the Gator, in the back of the four-wheeler, whatever, so we can pull it around on the property. The other thing is supposedly you'll be able to jumpstart your car with this. This little box, jumpstart your car. All right, what do we got here? You guys see okay? Good. Got a pretty simple manual. Wow, look at this. Pretty fancy. On this side is the actual unit itself. Basically, I don't know, probably 4 inches by 6 inches by probably an inch thick or so. That's pretty cool. I like this foam that they have around the outside here to protect the product. On this side, oh, look at all these cables. Jumper cables. This looks like some kind of connector that plugs into the unit. Looks like a 12-volt charging cable, a USB cable for Android, AC power plug-in for the wall. The unit itself, on this side here, has a plug-in. I'm guessing this plugs into there. It's got a light on it, little LCD screen here. So far out of the box, this thing looks pretty cool. Here we go, initial turn on. Looks like it powered up. 96% battery, and it's got 12 volts, and it's ready to go. Pretty neat. I guess we should probably read the manual and figure out how this thing actually works.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we read the manual very simply. The flashlight, you push the button on the side right here. Pretty bright flashlight. So that's pretty cool. If you're out in the dark, working under your car hood or whatever, you got that, or on the four-wheeler or whatever it is. Read in the manual. So looking at the manual, you can charge this thing via the DC cord here. So you plug this in your cigarette lighter, and do cars still have cigarette lighters? You can plug this into your cigarette lighter in your car, plug it in, and charge this thing in your car if you want. You can plug this thing in at your house and charge it. All right, the manual says don't take this thing apart. If you've had it in storage for at least 3 months, put it back on the charger and recharge it again. After you've jumped your car, put this thing aside for a little bit, let it sit and rest for 10 minutes before you go and use it. Okay, so here's how the charger works. It's very simple. By the way, for you channels who do unboxing videos, leave a comment down below if I'm doing this the right way or not, because I've never unboxed anything. These are your jumper cables. So this plugs into here. The cool thing is, one of these is round, one of them is kind of round with a flat side. One of these is round, one of these has got a square side. So you take the side of this and you plug this right in like so. What we're gonna do is we're gonna charge this thing and then we're gonna go up and we're gonna jump start the gator and make sure this thing works. Give it a full test run. So very, very simple. Comes with a box, jumper cables, a USB cord for charging your phone, a cable for hooking up to your cigarette lighter and charging it on DC, a cable to hook up to charge on AC, a really cool hard case, the manual, and then the actual unit itself. It says that you can get up to 10 jumps out of it and charge your phone. It has the blinker and everything else. Once you've drained it down to 20%, you're supposed to charge it back up before you use it again. So if this thing does what I think it's gonna do, we can jump the gator, we can jump the four-wheeler, we can jump the vehicles. So in the wintertime, if there's a problem, if we have a problem with one of the vehicles, if I accidentally leave the switch on or something like that, this thing will do it. So we're gonna take this thing out and we're gonna give it a try and see if we can jump the gator with it. I'm serious. I'm gonna try to get this all set up this weekend if we can. If I can, I'll do some videos setting up the shop for those who are interested. But behind me is gonna be storage for all the equipment, you know, my normal toolbox for all of my work. Mrs. got me a new air compressor and a workbench. It's a really simple little shop area here, but you know what? It'll allow me to get things done and I can finally get my tools out of storage, which is gonna be great.